Welcome to my video on an interactive Qt framework project using C++ programming language. In this video, we will write a program for hostel accommodation management system. So first you have to open your Qt framework and then click this new button or plus button to create a new project. So I will click it and now you will choose one of the given option. So I will select this first that is Qt widget application. So I will select it and now I will decrease the size of this window. So next I will click this choose button. Okay, now you can give a name to your project. So here I will give name hostel. Okay, you can choose any other name and then I will click next button. Okay, now you have some more options like qmake, cmake, qbs, and I will go along with qmake option and then click next button. So this is information for your class, like class name is main window, base class is q main window, and header file is main window dot h, and source file is main window dot cpp. Okay, and next it will generate a form and then from file main window dot ui to create user interface widgets or elements. Okay, so click next and here you can select a language to translate your project, but I will use this none option that is by default. So in this way you will be using English language. Okay, so I will click this next button. Now I will select this main GW. This is in fact a compiler. Okay, so I will select it and then I will click this next button once again. Okay, so here I will click this finish button. Now I have created my project successfully. Now I have to write my program or code. Okay, so first I have to create a user interface window by using some user interface elements. So I will open this form. Okay, so for hostel, this option is form. Okay, I will open it and then I will click twice on this main window dot. Okay, so here I have to use some user interface elements like these widgets. So first I will choose label widget. So here this is label widget. I will drag it into this window or screen. Okay, I will decrease width and now I have to increase, sorry, I have to increase not decrease the width, and now I have to increase font size. Okay, for this I will select this widget and then I will click the right button from my keyboard or my mouse and then I will choose this change style sheet. Okay, and next I have to use this widget name as a selector. This is q label. Okay, then I will choose this pair of curly braces and then next I will choose or type here property that is font and then size. Okay, font hyphen size and then colon, and now I will give any value for font size. So I will give value 20 px. Okay, now I will click this apply button and then OK button. So it is not working. Maybe I have some error, so I will try once again. Here I will choose this change style sheet option once again. Q label, sorry, here I am missing L. Okay, Q label. Now I will click this apply button once again and then OK. Now you can see this font style is increased and now I have to change this font. So here I will enter hostel accommodation system. Okay, so I will increase width once again and then I will change the position of this widget. So I will select it and then I will drag it. Now I have to increase width of this widget once again and now it is perfect. Okay, so I can change position of this widget. So I will select it and then I will drag it. So next I will choose this label once again. So I will drag it into this window, and then I will change font value or text value. Here I will enter uh, student ID. Okay, student ID. If you have to assign or allocate a room for a student, otherwise you can type here customer ID. Okay, so here I have to allocate a room or bed to a student. That's why I am using here student ID and then column. Okay, now I have to increase size of this font. Okay, so I will select it, then I will click right button, and now I will choose this change style sheet option, and here I will use this q label, that is widget name, and I will use it as a selector. Okay, and then here I will use a font underscore, sorry, not underscore, hyphen, size. Okay, size, and then colon. Now I will give value 15. Okay, 15 px, and then colon, sorry, semicolon, and then click this apply button and then OK button. So you can see student ID. Okay, now font size is increased, and then I have to copy it, and then I will paste it on next line. So I will paste it here. So I will change the position, and here I will give text value student name instead of student ID. Okay, so this is student name. I have to increase width of this widget. Okay, so I will change the position of this widget also. I will set it here. Okay, here, and then I have to use line edit widget. Okay, so here I can filter or I can search line edit. Okay, so I will drag it, and then I will drop it here. So I will increase width and height. Okay, so you can set it according to your requirement. So I will change position. I will set it here, right here. Okay, so I will copy it, and then I will paste it on next line after next widget, that is student name. Okay, so I will set it here. Okay, now I will get student ID, student name, and then I have to click a button, that is OK button. So here I will filter button. Okay, push button. This is push button. I will drag it here inside the user interface window, and then I will copy it, or I can drag one more widget. Okay, so I will paste it here. Okay, so now I will change text value. So here I will type OK, and then I want to increase font size. So I will choose once again change style sheet. Okay, and here I will use q push button. Okay, and then I will use pair of curly braces, and then I will use font size property, and then I will give value 15x, and then I will click apply button and then OK button. Okay, now font size is increased. Now I have to change text value from other button. So here I will type cancel. Okay, sorry, cancel. Now I have to change font size. So I will choose once again change style sheet, and here Q push button. This is widget name, and it will be used as a selector. Okay, now I have to use once again font hyphen size property, and then I will give value 15px, and then I will click apply button and then OK button. Okay, now you can see I have three label. First is hostel accommodation system, and other is student ID, and last is student name. And here you can see these are two line edit where we have to get value from user, and then I will click this OK button and cancel button. Okay, so I will choose this button. Okay, then I will click right button, and then I will choose this go to slot option. Okay, then I will select this click function or method, and then I will click OK. Okay, now this function is added in our file, that is main window.cpp. Okay, so we can change name of this function. So in fact, this is function that will be called by clicking this OK button. Okay, now we can change name. Sorry, it is added here. Okay, here main window dot h. Okay, this is push button clicked. I will change name when you choose this select option. So this function is added globally here in file main window dot h. Okay, now I can change name of this function. So I will change name with button 1. Okay, now this is button 1. So I will go back to main window dot cpp, and here I will change the name. So I will erase it, and then I will give name button 1. Okay, so next I have to connect this signal of this OK button with this function. Okay, so how can do I this? So here I will use this connect method. Okay, so we have to connect a user interface element. That's why I will use UI. Okay, then I will use arrow. Okay, and now I have to define name of widget, that is push button 1. Okay, first push button. So this is push button, that is part of user interface element. Okay, now I have to fire a signal when this push button will be clicked. So here I will choose signal. Okay, so this is method that will be fired on clicking. Okay, so here I will choose click method. Okay, this is click method. So I want to say that when first push button or OK button will be clicked, then a signal will be fired, okay, by clicking. That's why here I am defining click method. Okay, then it will be connected with a slot. So I will separate it by using a comma, and I will go to next line, and here I will use this, and now I have to connect this signal with a slot. So here I will choose this slot, and I have to connect with slot, that is button 1 function. Okay, so in fact we have to connect this signal with this function. Okay, that is button 1 bt and 1. Okay, so when this button will be clicked, then this button 1 function will be called. Okay, so next I have to define two variables globally. So I will go back to main window dot h. Okay, so here I am in main window dot h. So in private portion, here I will declare a variable with with type int, and I will define name of variable room. Okay, room, and then I will declare an other variable with name bed. Okay, with type int, I mean integer type. So these are declared, and I will save it, and then I will go back to main window dot cpp. Okay, so here I will use them. I mean I want to initialize global variables that are uh, first is room and other is bed. Okay, so I will initialize them. So first I will initialize room. Okay, with 1. It means that value of room is 1 by default, and then I will initialize other variable, that is bed. Okay, I will initialize it with 1 also. Okay, so I have initialized this global variable, and now I have to get value from user that was inserted in our line edit widgets. First is student id, and other is student name. Okay, so because we get value in our line edit widget with type string. Okay, that's why I have to define or declare a variable with type q string. okay, to string, and then I can declare a variable with any name. So first I have to get id, then I will declare variable with name id. Okay, now I have to get value from this widget. So this is part of user interface, so I have to use ui, then arrow. Okay, and then I have to define a name of widget, that is line edit. I mean first line edit. Okay, and type of value is text. Okay, so I will define once again arrow and then text, that is type of value. Okay, and now I have to use semicolon. Okay, this id is our local variable, and we have to get value from line edit widget, then we will assign this value to this id variable. Okay, so in the same way we have to get name of student. So here I will declare an other variable with type string, and this is name. Okay, so we have to get this value from by using a user interface element. That's where we have to use ui and then pointer, that is arrow, and now we have to get value by using line edit 2. Okay, so this is line edit 2, and we have to get text value. So here I have to define text. Okay, so this is text, and then I have to use a semicolon. Okay, so now we have gotten value from line edit widgets, and then we will call uh, our function, that is button one function, by clicking ok button. But when we will click cancel button, then it should closed. Okay, so I have to use semicolon. Next I will use once again connect method for second button, that is cancel button. Okay, so it is also part of user interface. So here I have to use ui, then arrow, and then push button 2. Okay, now this is push button 2, and then we have to fire a signal. Okay, that's why here I will define signal. Okay, and this signal will be fired when it will be clicked. Okay, clicked. So here I have to correct the spelling. Okay, clicked. So this is clicked method. Okay, so I think I have any problem. Signal, yes, this is incorrect spelling of signal. Okay, now when this cancel button will be clicked, then a signal will be fired. Okay, and then we will call our, or we will connect with a slot. Okay, so here we have to use this, and then we have to use slot, and then I have to call a function, that is close. Okay, now I have to call the close function. Okay, next I have to declare an other variable with type bool. Okay, so here I will use bool type, and then I will declare a variable with name found. Okay, you can use different name, and then I will set it false first time. Okay, so next I have to use if condition. Okay, if, now I have to define a condition, that if room is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, if room, okay, is greater than equal to, sorry, less than. Okay, I have to use less than equal to 5. Okay, if room is less than, it means that we have only 5 rooms in our hostel. Okay, so I have to use its body by using this pair of curly braces, and now I have to define a condition. So this is our first condition. Now we have to nest another condition by using this if condition. Okay, if, now we have to check that if bed or number of bed is less than or equal to 3. Okay, if bed is less than equal to 3. Okay, then we have to use once again body of this if condition. Okay, then we have to increase the value of bed. Okay, so here first I will set this font true. Okay, font true. Now this is true, that we have assigned bed successfully. Okay, so here we have to show a message by using queue message box, but first we have to include here queue message box to use it with sharp include. Okay, now I have to define the name of our queue message box. Queue message box, I will select it. Okay, now I can use queue message box. Okay, so here I will use this queue message box, and I have to define the type of this queue message box. It will be used to display an information. So here I will use information. Sorry, information. Okay, now first I have to use this pointer, and then I have to set a title. Okay, here I have to uh, show a success message. That's why I have to show success. Okay, this is title, and then I have to show value, some value, string or variable value. Okay, sorry, here I have to show string or value of variable. So first I have to show a string that here I have to define bed. Okay, no bed number. So if I have to display any value here and it is integer value, then I have to convert it into string type. Okay, now I will convert uh, bed number into string type. Okay, how can I convert it into string? So here I have to declare an other variable with type q string. Okay, now I have to declare a variable that bed. Okay, bed str, I mean string, and now I have to convert bed or number of bed into string. Okay, so I have to define once again q string and then scope operator. Okay, and next I have to define type of previous variable, that is number. Okay, this is number method, and then we have to define the name of variable that you want to convert, and name of variable is bed. Okay, now value of bed will be converted into string, and then it will be assigned to bed string. Okay, now I have to concatenate it. So here I will define bed string. Okay, then I have to use this plus sign once again for concatenation. Okay, so bed, and then here bed number will be displayed. For example, this is first bed, then bed 1. Okay, now I have to display or print string once again that bed. Here I will give a space or white space. Bed is allocated. Okay, in room. Now I have to print room number. I will go to next line to make it clear and easy to understand. Okay, you can do all this process in the same line, but I am going to next line to make it clear and easy to understand. Okay, so this is bed plus bed string. This is a variable. So value in this variable will be displayed, and then a white space will be displayed, and then is allocated in room. Okay, now I have to concatenate variable name by using plus, and now variable I have to convert variable into string type. Okay, I have to use semicolon here, then I will copy this process, and then I will paste it to next line. Okay, I will paste it here. Now I have to change the name of variable. This is a room string. Okay, and here I will define the name of variable that contains an integer value, that is room. Okay, now this room value is converted into a string. Okay, so now I have to use this name. Okay, so here room str. Okay, and then concatenate it. Now I can read it as bed 1 is allocated in room 1. Okay, so next I have to print the name of a student or ID of student. Okay, so here I will display for a student. Okay, now I have to print name of student that is in our variable name. Okay, so here I will define variable name that contains name. Okay, for student, and now I have to print the roll number. Okay, so next with roll number, here I will define roll number. Now I have to print roll number. So I will give a white space, and here I will concatenate the variable that contains a roll number of student, that is ID. Okay. So here I will concatenate it. Okay. Now I have to use a semicolon. Okay, now I can read it as bed number 1 is allocated in row number 1. Okay, here row number 1 will be printed for student, and here name of student will be printed, and then with roll number, and here roll number of student will be printed. Okay, now I have to increase the value of our bed number. Okay, so here I will use bed plus plus to increase it. Okay, and then I will use semicolon. I think I should use it out of this nested if. So I will cut it from here, and I will use here in this first or outer if condition. Okay, I should use it here. Okay, when a room is less than or equal to 5, then condition will be true, and then I will set another condition that if bed is less than or equal to 3, then we will allocate bed to a student. Okay, then we will print a message that bed, and then bed number is allocated in room number 1 for student, and then name of student, and then roll number of student. Then we will increase the number of bed. Okay, but if bed is greater than 3, okay, then what will happen? I will set another condition by using if condition, and here I will check condition that if bed is greater than 3. Okay, then I have to increase room number because I want to allocate bed in next room. Okay, so here first I will assign bed number 1 to bed. Okay, so here I will assign value 1 to bed, and then I will increase value of room. Okay, room plus plus, and then I will use semicolon. Okay, if room is less than equal to 5, but if room is greater than 5, then what will happen? Okay, I will see, and where is our this outer if. This is outer if or body of outer if, and here I have to use if not found. Okay, it means that if found is false, then what will happen? I have to show an other message with type information. So here I will use q message box. Here I will use q message box with type information. Okay, and here I will use this pointer, and here I will show error. Okay, or fail. Okay, failure, and then I will go to next line after a comma. Here I will print a message. Here I will print message that no bed is available. Okay, this message will be printed if no room is available or room is greater than 5. Okay, so this message will be printed. Now I want to check the whole code. So here I should use a semicolon in the last of statement. Okay, now what is problem here? Click signal. here I have mistake in spelling. Okay, now it is fine. So I will save it and then I will execute the program. So after a small while we will able to test it. So please wait for output. But sorry, I have an error. I am missing semicolon somewhere. I think here I am missing semicolon, so I will use semicolon here. Now I will try once again, and I have any type of error also here. I will see what is error, and I have error here, so I have to use string in the last. So here I will use backslash n or a string. Okay, I will use here string successfully. Okay, and then I will save it once again. So I will execute it once again to test it, and if I have no any type of error, then we will able to test it. So I think there is no any error, and now this is our output. Okay, so I will increase the size. Here I have to enter ID. So here I will enter ID 123 and then name of student like Peter. Okay, and then I will click OK button. Now bed 1 is allocated in room 1 for student Peter with roll number 123 successfully. Okay, this message is printed successfully. So I will click OK button. Now I will change the ID. I will use 1 2 3 4, sorry, 1 2 4, and here I will use name John. Okay, so here I will use John and then I will click OK button. Here you can see bed 2 is allocated in room 1 for student John with roll number 124. Here I should use white space, but I have missed it. So you should use one more white space. Okay, so I will click OK button. Now I will enter another ID, but I will go along with the same name and then I will click OK. Now bed 3 is allocated in room 1. So I can say that every room have 3 bed. Okay, so I will click OK and now I will change the ID. So I will enter 126 and then I will click OK. Now you can see bed 1 is allocated in room 2. Okay, now because all bed in first room are reserved. Okay, now we can allocate any bed in next room, that is room number 2 for student John with roll number 126 and successfully. Okay, so I will try it once again. I will use 7 and then I will click OK. Now bed number 2 and room number 2. Now I will change the ID 128. I will click OK. Bed 3, room 2. Okay. Now I will assign another bed. Okay, 128 or 9. Okay, so I will click OK button and now bed 1 in room number 3. So I want to test that what will happen if all rooms are also reserved. Okay, so here I will use 120. Okay, and then I will click once OK once again and 121. Okay, once again bed 3 in room 3. Now the room number should be changed, so here I will use 122 and then OK. Now room number is 4. I will click OK once again and then I will change the ID 11. Okay, and then I will click OK. Now this is bed number 2 in room number 4, and now I will change the ID once again and then I will click OK button. Bed number 3 in room number 4, and now room number should be changed. Okay, so here I will click OK once again. Now this is last room. Okay, bed number 1 is allocated in room 5. Okay, I will click OK. Now I will change the ID and then I will click OK button. Now bed number is 2 and room number is 5. Okay, and now I will enter 115 and OK. Now all bed and all rooms are reserved. Okay, and now I will click OK. Now what will happen if I will try to allocate one more room for any student? Then I will click OK. Now you can see no bed is available because all the beds and all the rooms are allocated for students. Now we cannot reserve or allocate any bed in any room anymore. Okay, so this is all about hostel accommodation system in Qt framework using C++. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like the video, please share with your friends and class fellows. And if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, then please subscribe our YouTube channel right now. Thank you.